Okay, hello, I'm Mika Ink. Today we're doing abstract watercolor and pen ink. Today I have a couple of materials: gouache, cheap Crayola that I've had for years, a plate, two brushes, a little one and a round one, two pens, a Faber-Castell S, and a Straddler? I don't really remember. It's not really meant for watercolors. This one, the watercolor brush, the round one, I'm just wetting the paper, and then I'm going to apply a couple of watercolor colors, blue, green, and yellow. I've decided that I didn't want to use red. I was going to use some red, but I thought that this particular piece was kind of a trial and error, so I didn't want to overwhelm myself. And it wasn't really about the actual piece of abstract. The reason why I'm doing voiceover here is because I want to talk about the different things that I had problems with, or that I conquered or overcame or will improve. So, like, for example, here I'm just making some colors bleed into wet paper and then maybe dabbing them off. And yeah, the angle is fine usually. You can really see all the paper. You can see even the little parts where it's wet, the glare of it. And I'm just doing random shapes, trying to connect everything together. And so yeah. And all of a sudden I change angles after this page has dried, this watercolor paper has dried. I'm looking at the gouache. See, I had red, but I decided not to do red. And I put a box on against the wall. I saw a YouTube video, and I nailed it in between takes. And I'm like, this will make my video a little bit better because the video will be over the drawing directly. And thank goodness for YouTube, because I get a lot of inspiration and know-how through YouTube videos. So that's why I am putting my YouTube videos up as well. So yeah, and I did a fortification with tape and all that stuff. And after this started drying, I started to go back in with more colors, more green, more blues, yellow. The yellow gouache, Holbein gouache, had dried inside the tube, so I had to take it out and reinvigorate it. And that's better than the muddied yellow watercolor I had from the Crayola. Yeah, so this abstract has lots of lines, dots, square shaped things, incomplete forms, and I'm concentrating around these colored circle things that I had bled in the original layer. And I then go in with more details and more of the Faber-Castell pen, and I just start drawing. So the reason I also did this voiceover is just to tell you that I plan to do more of these and also do more talking, although I don't know how shrill my voice is, or if it's shrill at all. I listen to it and I think, well, it's not that bad. I used to be much shriller when I was younger. Or more high-pitched, I guess. I don't really know. So the overall problem with this was the lighting changed. I changed it from my right to my left. I was bumping into things. My dresser, which I am drawing on, it doesn't have a lot of space, and so I just, I manage with tiny this paper is actually pretty small, but it takes a while because the pen details, and so I always try to go small when I'm doing video pieces like this. But it doesn't seem like it took me that long. I think it took me about, I don't know, 2 hours. Yeah, I would say 2 hours. But in between, well, the projects that I had here. And so yeah, the lighting changed, the angle of the camera completely changed. I'm going from hamburger to hot dog. Wait, no, I would say horizontal to vertical on this paper, and that's why I'm moving it around. The lighting is too dark as well, so I just wanted to kind of make sure that I'm drawing and it's at the brightest part, which is I guess right now at the top left. I turned on a second light, but it still was pretty dark. The second light was directly behind me, and obviously I'm casting a shadow over it, and the camera box thing that I have set up above is blocking the natural light from the window that I opened. So, and that window doesn't have sunlight directly facing through it. My place is parallel to the sun's direction course, so it never shines directly into any of our windows. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm like thinking about how everything should connect, and sometimes it doesn't seem like it is connecting, and I wanted the composition to kind of connect overall. Maybe if I stick with smaller thumbnail ones I could get it, but right now I feel like it's almost finished, but it's not a completely over connected composition. It's really random. And I guess I like the fact that it kind of focuses on these little blobs of color. Each have their own little sections of craziness that's happening. So this drawing's like a 7 out of 10. It was really nice to draw, and at the end it was very nice and relaxing to actually produce something like this. And I hope that you enjoyed watching me draw and hearing me talk. And comment to tell me what you thought, what you'd like to see more of, or like it, or subscribe. Whatever you want to do. Bye!